Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and today is Friday, February 1st. Today marks the release of the latest edition of the Phuket News English language newspaper, as well as our Thai language sister paper, Dao Phuket. Grab your copy at locations around the island. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. 2 Kamala police officers are recovering from serious injuries sustained at a motorcycle crash this morning when they hit a power pole in Sri Sutorn. The crash took place shortly before 4 a.m. this morning in front of the Phuket-bound market in Sri Sutorn, according to authorities. When rescue workers arrived, they found both 25-year-old Police Sergeant Arunop Mangkan and 30-year-old Police Sergeant Pasakon Tongtung on the ground with several injuries. The 25-year-old suffered a fractured skull and a severe leg injury, while the 30-year-old suffered a broken arm. Talang police reported that the officers were not on duty at the time of the crash. The 2 officers were returning from an assignment outside their jurisdiction when the crash occurred and were later taken to Talang Hospital for treatment. They were riding a gray and black Honda ADV 160, with Police Sergeant Arunop driving and Police Sergeant Pasakon riding pillion. Both were wearing helmets at the time of the crash, according to authorities, who went on to say that they lost control of their motorbike on a curve. Police, however, made no mention of alcohol. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Firefighters worked all night to contain a blaze at Laem Krathing in Rawai that broke out on Thursday night as local hotel operators monitored the situation amid 24-hour surveillance of the area. Authorities are maintaining 24-hour surveillance to prevent further outbreaks, as the blaze was spread over about 5 rai of land, or about 2 acres, and remains only partially under control, according to officials. The fire broke out shortly before 8:30 p.m. on Thursday night and quickly spread across 500 meters of hillside land. The terrain at the site made it difficult for fire trucks and large machinery to access, and firefighters had to use fire batons and head out on foot to get close to contain the blaze. No tourists or residents were hurt in the fire. Firefighters worked well into the night, and by 7 a.m., much of the blaze was contained. Firefighting teams are actively working to reinforce fire breaks, spray water, and use air blowers to control the situation. While an evacuation of tourists at nearby hotels was deemed unnecessary by authorities, hotel staff and management remain on alert. In addition, emergency response teams remain on standby to monitor the situation. This same area was the scene of a wildfire back in 2020 that took days to contain and scorched about 80 rai of dry grass on the same hillside in the south of the island. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The latest entry requirements for Thai nationals to enter casinos, as proposed by the Council of State, is unlikely to gain approval by the cabinet, according to certain cabinet members. Late last week, the Council of State, the government's legal advisory agency, proposed an amendment that would require Thai nationals to have at least 50 million baht in fixed deposit accounts for at least 6 months before being permitted to enter a casino entertainment complex. The proposed bill is still in the public feedback portion and can be viewed on the Council of State website until March 1st, before it's set to go for Parliament approval later this year. However, one person who says that they will not be voting for the bill due to these entry requirements is Interior Minister and Deputy Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul. On Thursday, the Interior Minister stated that the requirement would limit gambling to those with financial needs, adding that the draft's contents are subject to further review based on feedback received. Deputy Finance Minister Julapon Amon-Vivat told reporters on Thursday that if a majority of Thai nationals would be unable to enter a local casino, it would likely prompt many to continue visiting illegal gambling dens. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. I wish you fall out from the window, take a bad trip to the ground. Ooh. Ain't been the pleasure, see pressure just before you break a bone.
6 people were injured when a bus traveling from Patalung to Phuket skidded and overturned on Phet Kasem Road in Phang Nga province on Thursday evening. The crash took place near a curve past a mosque in Phang Nga's Takwa Tung district at about 5:30 p.m. on Thursday. The bus had been traveling from Patalung province to Phuket when authorities say that the driver lost control of the vehicle and it overturned on the roadside, all due to heavy rain. Rescue teams and officers from the local police station quickly responded to the scene. The injured passengers were transported to Phang Nga Hospital. Their injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. An investigation is now underway. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Police now will have a 30-year-old man in custody after he was arrested at the Sea Gypsy village in Rawai with nearly 500 pills of methamphetamine. Officers launched the raid after receiving intelligence that narcotics were being sold to teenagers and the general public in the area. Police conducted a targeted anti-drug operation in the village and successfully apprehended the 30-year-old unnamed suspect. During the operation, police seized 480 meth pills and just over 11.5 grams of crystal meth, as well as cash. During questioning, the man admitted to owning the drugs and preparing them for distribution, according to police. He was taken to Chalong Police Station, where he now faces several drug charges. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. A top official from Bangkok is here for a special sustainability forum, where several projects for the island were announced, but he also took the time to inspect the wastewater issues in Kamala. The Andaman Sustainable Tourism Forum 2025 was held at the Phuket Merlin Hotel in Phuket Town on Thursday, and it was the reason that Assistant Minister of Natural Resources and Environment, Narapat Kautong, visited the island this week. Just before the start of the forum, however, he visited the Kamala area, where they've been talking about tackling the annual wastewater pollution at the popular tourist destination. Sewage continues to run from the local canal across Kamala Beach and right into the water where tourists and locals swim, which had been an ongoing problem for several years, though little has been done about the situation. Over the last few weeks, however, it's been getting a bit more attention from local officials and from the Pollution Control Department. However, exactly what progress had been made was not explained in the report of the Assistant Minister's visit. Later in the day, the minister attended the event at the Phuket Merlin Hotel, which saw several developments for the island. The first was the signing of the Green Hotel Plus Phuket Sandbox Agreement to enhance environmental standards in the local tourism sector. The initiative seeks to certify no less than 60% of Phuket's hotels, about 600 establishments, with the Green Hotel Plus certification by 2026, which would be based on internationally recognized standards from the Global Sustainable Tourism Council. In addition to hotel sustainability, a memorandum of understanding was signed to promote sustainable diving in Phuket. The agreement includes training for diving operators at all levels to establish environmentally responsible practices, minimizing damage to coral reefs and marine ecosystems. Another major project unveiled at the forum was the development of a garbage collection robot to tackle waste accumulation in the tourist-popular Phuket Old Town area. A prototype is expected to be operational within 6 months. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. We really appreciate you joining us on this edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Have a great weekend out there, and we'll see you back here next week. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.